Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to Noita, where I expect I'm going to die horribly. You know, it's good to get that. How on earth is there fire on the surface and toxic sludge? Okay. It's Noita. What I was gonna say is, you know, it's good to just go ahead and get that established early. Just get that in your head. I love this. That's some opening. And this is random always cast, right? Okay, let's put it on one of these. Ooh. Put it on one of these fancy wands. So, okay, that's not terrible. I'm a little disappointed about the number of shuffle wands that we got here. But this, I think, has some... Oh, never mind. I was going to say this has some potential, but 20 mana charge speed. No, it doesn't. In fact, these are all borderline useless. Well... Okay... Let's, what am I going to do about that? They all have kind of bad recharge times as well. This one's not so bad. I guess what I'm going to do about that is definitely not take this yet. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this in here. 50 damage from the projectile plus 100 on the explosion. I don't know. My plan for right now is this. We're going to need 3 different wands that all can fire so that we can switch off and let them recharge mana while the other ones are firing. But yeah, this is crummy. And we're going to come back for that once we have another wand. That's my plan. I think I managed to kill him with fire damage there. Like, he caught on fire from the last laser that we shot, and it was the fire that ticked him out, so we got double gold. Okay. A lot of the damage from this wand is explosion typed, so, you know, these guys, they're, with their explosion resistance, obviously. Oh, okay. That one's out. I guess I don't need to stress about the purple dude, because we are immune to his only attack. Yep, boy, it takes forever for these to recharge, huh? I mean, whatever. I guess leaving him alive has the downside that he might block a shot that should otherwise hit. Oh my god, this wand. This wand and its accuracy. Huh, and then I caught fire somehow, despite the fact that nothing was on fire. Cool. That pouch is just full of copper. Well, that's going to completely block that passage, so I guess let's go this way. We'll come back around, but the fungal caverns are definitely interesting. It's a place where we are likely to be able to get a wand or two to come back and try to apply that perk to. You know, there are other enemies around here. Maybe you could just fight them. Okay, look at that. That is just a much, much more interesting wand for the purposes of putting an always cast on. That one not as interesting as this. No, that one's pretty bad, but I do want to pull some of the parts out of it. So let's get rid of this, which is a wand we're definitely not keeping. Okay. Yeah, there's something here. So let's... Do you mind? Managed to catch myself on fire on a single pixel of eternal flame. Wow, are we already at the bottom? Does it seem like this was just a much shorter first area than usual? There's just a lot less total vertical space, it feels like. Although I guess it is, that perception is somewhat aided by the fact that it is basically just like straight vertical. Oh. So I don't think this wand is exactly a carry it for the rest of your life type wand, but I do think it's pretty good. It's certainly good enough for right now. So, it's wand number... See, this was the one I didn't want to use. It's this one. Okay. Did we get something cool? Nope. We got a thing that makes the wand not useful. That's a shame. Yeah, that's real bad. Okay. Well, I mean, we got some pretty useful component pieces here. Yeah, this thing is like basically useless now. Well, I guess let's go and try to get something of value from the Fungal cavern. Honestly, I don't need these. Whatever. Okay. Still very pleased about our early perks. Even with that being a 100% dud. Just like melee immunity and all-seeing eye are lovely things to get to start with. Alright. Never mind. We're not going to be doing anything to that guy. So we need to find a lower way in. And I do like accessing the Fungal cavern from as low as possible anyway, so that we can leave quickly. Should things get weird, as they generally do. Is he explosion immune? He seems to just be taking the 10. This would be a great time for perfect accuracy. You know, I usually don't worry too much about spread on wands. But I think that really is only viable as a strategy because I don't generally use limited spells to do my fighting. Because boy, when you have a thing that has a limited number of shots, making sure that they actually go the place you want them to matters. Ugh. There we go. Just trying to find my way back over here. Unfortunately, that effect lasts 1 million years and makes the game not playable while it is active, so we just kind of have to run away. Cool. Hi. So yeah, that sucks. I guess we just have to go now. I really wanted to search that area, but... Okay. Completely undodgeable, just... That is definitely one of my least favorite enemies. I think all of the caster enemies are, like, very unfun. Like, they're difficult, and that's fine. But they're difficult in ways that are just like, again, with the vast majority of them, it's just like, if you get hit by them, you just have to go away. Come back once it has been decided that you are allowed to play the game again. And that's never fun. Okay, so we have nothing to work with. Yeah. Okay, well, we can do this for right now. These are pieces. These are pieces of valuable stuff. We just gotta survive long enough to get more pieces. And yeah, I think this can be our explosion spell. That should be fine. I had high hopes for that one. But the dog wizard ruins everything. Okay, that's already an improvement. Do I actually want to use that wand? No, probably not, but I do like this. I mean, I should probably... It's a fair amount of gold pretty close to the surface here. Okay. So I do think it's interesting that in Nightmare mode, sort of like the shape of the world is semi-random. I think that that's really cool, and I wish that it was... I wish that it was more like that in normal mode. Where, like, the, different... Wow! The range on that! It hit its normal maximum range and then just kept going. I do really like the idea of not knowing for sure what I'm going to find from run to run. Obviously, if you've seen me play a 4X, like, that's probably not a big surprise to you. No, bad frog suit. Okay. Why frogs? Why is it always the frogs? So that's teleportation. I'd actually love to get that, if we can snag that without it becoming an issue here. And then... there he is. I was gonna say, did he get teleported out by his own blood, or... Nope, he's just waiting for me. His whole deal is already so annoying. His projectiles do not also need to have homing. Fortunately, we can rely on our repulsion field to some degree to deal with it, but... Damn it. There we go. Got a couple in a row. Did it seem like he was just getting bigger every time we hit him? Maybe he was just looming larger in my imagination. Alright, the repulsion field is actually making it difficult for his projectiles to hit me at all. But I know the moment I rely on that even a little bit is the moment when it will not work. So we're gonna keep sort of soft dodging as well. Okay. Alright. Jeez. Is this just water? Yeah, cool. Cool. Cool and good and dope and excellent. So, found our way into the fungal caverns with a wand that is not very much disadvantaged by the humid air, and a fair amount of health. This wand seems awful. So I'm hopeful that we can actually get some good value out of this this incursion. All right, get him. I don't actually know what these guys shoot. It's definitely not like a real projectile, right? Like, they're not doing harm to the other enemies. But it's also, it doesn't look like it's healing. Criminy. Look at all this nonsense. I'm just walking forward constantly to fight the recoil. I don't know, maybe it is healing. We don't see any healing numbers, but we don't see healing numbers when that one guy who we know for certain is firing healing projectiles heals people, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I think I'm just assuming that it's not healing because it's not green. And, like, those are the rules. That's the law. If your thing in video games heals people, it's gotta be green. Listen, I didn't invent it. Take it up with Pantone, I assume. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How much health did I have when he hit me? I don't have replays enabled. Huh. I don't know about all that. Did that guy just hit me for like 70? Right? Weren't we in the 60s health-wise? Did that teleportitis is real bad news. Spontaneous generation is nothing, because how often is there vomit? Spider-Man, you're my only hope. I like the idea of spontaneous rat generation. I'm very into there being a ton of rats around. It's just, in practice, this is going to be nothing. Well, This should shoot pretty fast, right? I'm honestly not even, like... This is a little bit of cast delay reduction. My primary concern was lowering recharge time, but... I don't know. That seems fine, I guess. None of this seems any good. But having a whole bunch of digging bolts on hand... It seems like we could get somewhere with it. Right, I think we have some interesting tools. Oh. Right, it does give you a vomit potion when you take the perk. Okay, I guess that's something. It's still bad, but it is something. This is not water. Not exactly, anyway. So, as ever, let's just pour it out and get some water. Watch out, Lookie. Don't get buried. I mean, who knows? This might be a helpful enough minion. My memory of this fellow is that I did not hate working with him as much as I hated working with many of the other follower types we can get, so yeah. Hopeful. Hopeful's too strong, but maybe we can get somewhere into the range of hopeful. He's gonna have to actually do anything at all, though. Okay. He's trying, he's working. You know, not being melee immune turns out to be a bummer. So we're already dead. Did manage to deal with the big melee guy pretty quickly. But yeah, we kind of have to be focused on finding the exit at this point. Something cool. Okay. Alright. This wand has some possibilities. It is a shuffle wand, and as such is garbage. But it at least has some possibilities. You know what? I'll just take it straight up over that. And then, like, do we have to bail now? I kind of think so. I hate to do it, but at 28 health, we can be killed by a single attack from almost literally every enemy, I believe. Given the way stuff behaves on this difficulty. So, okay, we have some purchasables that could be fun, and some perks that are bad. Toxic immunity is occasionally useful, but most of the time it's nothing. So I guess let's take Mournful Spirit. And then, like, I like this. And probably that. Alright, let's take the tools that we've got here and try to build ourselves a wand that is capable of really messing some stuff up. Really breaking some heads. So this is going to dramatically increase the cast delay of whatever we put it on, but like it is a base 25 damage seeking projectile. Not really ignorable, right? We can fire it pretty quickly in this wand alongside some other stuff. And the mana charge speed here is extremely good. Unfortunately, if we just do this wand will always fire both of those things, and maybe that's just good enough. It's going to have a pretty slow cast speed because it is... They both have... Yeah, they both have plus cast speed on them. So maybe that's not ideal. What if I do this? Okay, so it randoms everything. Because in a non-shuffle wand, this configuration, these two together, would be Luminous Drill, fires Chain Bolt, right? But in this one, we had the Luminous Drill fire the Glowing Lance, so it's not just... Every time any spell is supposed to come out of anything in a shuffle wand, it randoms from a slot, which makes this not usable for doing that. But we can just do this and have it fire slowly and be fine until we find a wand that's a little bit more exciting. Honestly, I don't hate this. This is not that bad. And hopefully our Luki starts showing up, you know, starts doing things. Go get him. Go get him, buddy. Go get him, friend. Okay. Okay, nicely done. Pretty good work overall. Making just absolutely no attempt to harm that guy, unfortunately. Yeah, it seems like they have to get very close to me before he will get aggressive. In fact, maybe he will never get aggressive on Hisi. Maybe that's what's happening here, because otherwise, you have to imagine he would have gone after... Okay. That might be enough Noita for today. Jesus Christ. What on earth was that? We just got acided from... Something got a wand. Whatever that wand was, it seems like it might have been a fun one. I wish that I had that wand. You know, some days, Noita has me feeling like, yeah, we're definitely going to get there. And then other days, it has me feeling like that thought is just unforgivable hubris. So, how many more attempts are we going to give this? I don't know. Not 0, though. That's going to be it for us for today. And when you come back next time on Monday, we're just going to give it another go. We're at the point here where maybe I should look up some advice. I'll consider it. When you come back next time on Monday, we're going to be going at this again, and maybe I will have acquired some tips. And we'll see you then.